I find this a little bit worrying. Some people think that skipping the fact finding is a good thing, and some people think it isn't. Now, the reason it's a good thing to skip is because it means that there's going to be less delays. You can get to the end much quicker.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the fact finding could be a day in court, sometimes it could be 2 days in court, sometimes it could be a week in court, depending on how much evidence there is to view. And also it's a matter of, is there actually any real evidence? So if you've got actual tangible evidence, it's fantastic, in my opinion, because you can actually show real evidence to either prove your innocence or prove the perpetrator in their behaviors and what they're doing. I find that the courts try and avoid fact findings because to them, it's a cost that some of them don't want to cover, or they don't feel like they've got enough resource to be bothered to be able to do it. However, there is a law, or that within the practice directions, it does specifically say that if there's been allegations of domestic abuse, a fact finding should be necessary. So it baffles me how they can pick and choose whenever they want whether a fact finding should be viable or not. Again, I can't ask you for details in yours to find out how viable it is. But, maybe we can talk about that after we've had a chat. So you skipped the fact finding and went to what I call the dreaded Section 7.
Yeah. The Section 7.
I can feel my blood boiling already as soon as you mention that word.
Oh my, yeah, honestly. So
I'm smiling, but it's a fake smile to hide my pain.
Section 7. So she rings me up and she says to me, "I'm going to get a video call with you tomorrow." I said, "Okay, fair enough."
So who rings you up? Tell me the word.
The Cafcass lady, the old. She rings
Cafcass,
up. Yeah. So she goes to me, "I'm going to have a Section 7 with you tomorrow." I said, "Okay, fair enough." And then she lasts about 10, 15 minutes. I said, "Okay then." So she does that, and then she goes to me, "All right, how are you doing?" And all this. I said, "No worries." And then we had a bit of a talk, and then she's gone, "Okay, all right, I'm very happy with that." I thought, here we go, that went quite well. I thought we'd done all right there. And then then I got the report back. She'd spent all morning with my ex, spent 10 minutes with me on a video call, and made up her mind and said, "No, do you know what? He's a nasty piece of work. He's manipulative." And then she put on there that I manipulated her in the conversation, like I made her feel bad about.
You made the Cafcass officer feel bad.
Yeah, and it was apparently I had a way of speaking to her that made her think that I was a good guy, and that I was manipulating her to think that my ex was a bad person. And I'd sort of done a number on her, sort of thing, as to speak.